Hi guys, welcome to my channel Optometrist Nepal. Myself Sarosa graduated from Rama University Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Today my presentation will be on the topic of visual pathway. Before starting my presentation, I will show you and summarize the figure of visual pathway. Let's see, this is a whole structures of visual pathway. This is a visual field of left eye and this is a visual field of right eye. These two divided into two equal parts. This is a nasal side of the left eye and this is temporal side of the left eye. This is a nasal side of the right eye. This is nasal temporal side of the right eye. This is temporal side. And the image of nasal side of the left eye will rely on temporal half of left retina and image of temporal side of left eye will rely on nasal half of retina. Same way, nasal side of the right eye will rely on temporal half of right retina and image of temporal side of right eye will rely on nasal half of right retina. Now, nasal side of the both left and right eye will crisscross here on optic chiasma and rely on lateral geniculate body, and temporal side of left eye and temporal side of right eye will not crisscross here on optic chiasma. It directly rely on lateral geniculate body. Lateral geniculate body has 6 layers. IPC lateral fibers rely on 2, 3, 5 layer of the lateral geniculate body and contralateral fibers rely on 1, 4, 6 layer of the lateral geniculate body. After lateral geniculate body, the image of impulses are passes through the optic radiation to the visual cortex, that is also called calcarein feature. You can see here up to optic disc to optic chiasma. This is called optic nerve. Yes, and this optic chiasma here, optic chiasma to lateral geniculate body, this is optic tract. Optic tract, and this is lateral geniculate body. This is lateral geniculate body, and up after lateral geniculate body, it will optic radiation up to visual cortex, and this is visual cortex or occipital cortex. Now let's start my presentation after summarizing image of visual pathway. Visual pathway. Visual pathway or optic pathway is the nervous pathway that transmit impulses from retina to visual center in cerebral cortex. Yes, it means that image on the retina will transmit from nervous pathway to the cerebral cortex, and components of visual pathway. First one is optic nerve, second one is optic chiasma, third one is optic tract, fourth one is lateral geniculate body, fifth one is optic radiation, sixth one is visual cortex. Now going through next slide. Let's start the visual part of visual pathway one by one. First one is optic nerve. It extends from optic disc to optic chiasma. Yes, look here. This is optic disc and this is optic chiasma, and this is the optic nerve. It is second cranial nerve. Yes, there are 12 cranial nerves. Among them, optic nerve is second one. And the size of optic nerve is 47 to 50 millimeter. And the formation of optic nerve is axons of ganglionic cells of retina. It means that it will form from bipolar cell of retina. Next slide. It is the part of optic nerve. First one is intraocular part. Second one is intraorbital part. Third one is intracanalicular part. Fourth one is intracranial part. Now we will discuss one by one part of optic nerve. First one is intraocular part. The size of intraocular part is 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter is the size, and it starts from optic disc. Pierces the choroid and sclera, converting it into sieve-like structure lamina cribosa. Let's discuss this point. Pierces means penetration the choroid and sclera, converting it into sieve-like structure lamina cribosa. Lamina cribosa is a part of sclera of eye penetrated by fibers of optic nerve. And the next slide is intraorbital part. It extends from back of the eyeball to optic foramina. Optic foramina means opening of optic canal, and the size of intraorbital part is 30 millimeter. Relation: anteriorly separate from ocular muscles by the orbital fats. Posteriorly closely surrounded by annulus of gene and origin of 4 rectus muscle. Annulus of gene means where the extraocular muscles are originated. And the next slide. Intracanalicular part lies within optic canal, and the size of intracanalicular part is 6 to 9 millimeter in length. And relation: inferolateral ophthalmic artery, medial ethmoid and post-ethmoid sinus. And fourth one is intracranial part. It lies above the cavernous sinus, and the size of intracranial part is 10 millimeter. And the next slide is optic chiasma. Flattened structure measuring. It is horizontally 12 millimeter in size and anterior-posteriorly 8 millimeter in size. It lies over diaphragma cilia. It means the piece of dura mater. Fibers originating from nasal discoset at the chiasma. I will discuss this point by seeing in figure. Nasal fibers will discoset here at optic chiasma. And the next slide is optic tract. Bundles of nerve fiber running outward and backward from posterior lateral aspect of optic chiasma. Yes, bundles of optic fibers are running backward and outward posteriorly. consists of temporal fibers of retina of same eye and nasal half of opposite eye. Temporal fibers are pass over lateral geniculate body, left and right also, and opposite eye of the nasal are discussed here chiasma and pass over the lateral geniculate body. And each optic tract end in lateral geniculate body. Yes, look here. This optic tract ends on the lateral geniculate body. And lateral geniculate body. Next slide is lateral geniculate body. It is oval structure, situated at posterior termination of optic tract. Situated posteriorly here, posteriorly, and termination of optic tract. Each geniculate body consists of 6 layers of neuron with white matter. Yes, 6 layer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layer. And function of lateral geniculate body: to relay visual information from optic tract to visual cortex. Lateral geniculate body helps to transmit information from optic tract to visual cortex, and to get transmission of signal of visual cortex. Visual cortex means calcarine fissure. And this next slide is optic radiation. Optic radiation, it extends from lateral geniculate body to visual cortex. Yes, look here in figure. Optic radiation up to lateral geniculate body to visual cortex. It is optic radiation. And it is third order neuron. Superiorly, fibers of radiation proceed directly posteriorly through the parietal lobe. And the last one is visual cortex. Location: medial aspect of occipital lobe, above and below calcarine fissure. Visual cortex consists of 3 areas. First one is primary visual area, that is area 17. It perception of visual impulses takes place. Second one is secondary visual area, that is area 18. Interpretation of visual impulses takes place. Third one is occipital eye field, that is area 19, concerned with movement of eyeball. Thank you guys for watching my video and giving some important time for me. And also, if you are new in my channel Optometrist Nepal, please like and subscribe, and also press on bell icon to get new video from my side. Thank you so much.